All right, mindful nerd moment for Babs, for Barbara Gordon. Um, I so there were some moments in the comic that I think could be good ones to work through. Like when she walks in on her dad in her room and she's freaking out because he might have figured it out, and she's like, "Well, wait a minute, hold on, I'm playing this wrong." And so she has to step away from her freak out and kind of step back a bit to respond. Or I mean, there are a few different moments along those lines where it's like, oh yeah, there could be some cool mindfulness stuff. But I kind of wanted to just make it a bit more fun and lighthearted. I don't know, just embracing her shifting into, okay, I'm gonna do this thing. I'm gonna leap full full force into being Batgirl. And so I was thinking of her putting on those yellow Batgirl combat boots. You know how
Yeah.
she has the like at first she has these like little high heels because she was doing it as a costume, but then
Yeah.
she like gets these combat boots
It's
and they're
like, oh
bright
yeah.
yellow, and
Nah,
it's
we're
like,
not doing this. Yeah.
yeah, we're doing this right.
Yeah.
And especially as a woman who gets frustrated when I see all the high heels on the superheroes and stuff, which
Midriffs.
yeah, and midriffs and all, they've gotten better about it, but it just that spoke to me. So I
Yes.
figured we would just take in the moment of putting on those combat boots for the
Okay.
first time. All right. So sitting straight but comfortably can help to close your eyes, but you can also just soften your gaze, not looking at anything in particular, and focus in on your breath, not worrying about breathing in any particular way. There's no right or wrong, just paying attention to what it feels like to breathe in and to breathe out, and using that as a way to focus in on my voice and the mindful nerd moment. And I want you to imagine that you're Barbara Gordon. You have found yourself being a vigilante. You finally figured out a way that you can do this thing, and so um, you used all the savings and probably a little bit of credit card debt to order yourself the gear that you need to get rolling. And it came in the mail, and you finally have you open this box and you see these beautiful yellow combat boots. And first, you just look at them, take in that bright color. You notice the smell of the shoes. You notice the curves. You notice where the light hits, where the shadows fall. Just you take it in. And when you're ready, you reach out and you touch one of the boots with your hand. Feel the texture of the material. And you move your hand along the boot. Just once again to really, really take in what this boot feels like on the outside. Then maybe even move your hand around the top so you can feel what the inside is like. And it's nice and soft and yet sturdy. And when you're ready, you take in a deep breath, let it out, and you reach for the boot that's lying on top. Feel it in your hands. You notice the weight. You notice the parts where it's light, maybe flimsier, the parts where it's more solid and heavier. And you move it around in your hands, just looking once again at how the light hits that boot. And your leg's ready. You've got the socks on that you need. You are ready to try these on. So you take your leg and you reach down and you put the combat boot on, and you really take in this moment of slowly pulling that combat boot onto your leg. And bit by bit, you fasten up combat boot, noticing how it feels as it tightens around your leg, feeling that sturdiness, feeling what power or excitement or maybe fear, anxiousness that comes with the realization of what you're going to be doing with these boots. Then you grab the other boot and you do the same. You lift it up, you feel it, You look at it, take in this moment, you reach down and you put it on that other foot, pull it up. As you fasten it, you feel as it tightens around your leg. And then first, you just put your feet flat on the ground. You notice what it feels like. You're sitting right now because you were sitting to put these on. So you just notice the floor beneath the boots, what it feels like. And then you just take one moment to stand up, feeling the pressure of the floor beneath the boots, feeling that tightness, that security. It fits. It's a perfect fit. And then just for fun, you do a little bit of a martial arts move. Whatever move that feels good to you. And you feel what that movement's like in those boots, what it's like to move around, what it's like to shift from leg to leg, maybe even what it's like to jump into the air and then land again. But you do a little bit of fun martial arts, pretending like you're fighting, just to get a feel for these boots. You smile to yourself, you nod to yourself, and you go, yeah, this is going to work. When you're ready, we've tried out those boots, so we're going to shift away from Babs. So do one last little stretch in those boots, really feeling them out, enjoying it as much as you can. And when you're ready, let's shift back out and wrap up this mindful nerd moment. What'd you think of your combat boots?
I liked it. It always kind of reminds me of like that that phrase, dress for the job you want. Uh
Ah,
and
mm-hmm.
it's always funny whenever you get dressed for work. Most places you work have some kind of dress code that you probably don't adhere to at home. And
Yep.
whenever you're just getting ready for work, it's almost like, okay, I'm putting on this persona for
Mm,
not even if it's necessarily what you want to be, but what you have to be, right?
yep.
You're a salesman, you're all right, shirt and tie. You're a chemist, all right, put on my lab coat. If you're a teacher, get your lanyard, your ID around your neck, whatever it is, it's you just kind of getting into the mindset of, okay, time to go to work, right?
Mm,
It's like the
yeah.
moment that uniform comes on, the moment that jersey comes on, the moment that costume comes on,
Yes.
it's game time. And I do love that idea that it's like, hey, it's a dirty job, but you got to do it. That could be your job. That could also be going out into Gotham and fighting crocodile people.